in serious danger. And before we get any further into this video, 70% of you have not hit that subscribe button, which means that you're missing out on Among Us darkest secrets. So why not solve that issue by hitting the subscribe button with the bell icon turned on? And if you enjoyed this video and want to see more, don't forget to leave a like down below. But now, let's begin with today's story video. So this all happened while I was playing a regular match of Scaled. It was a regular day, at least that's what I was thinking at the time. And I learned a valuable lesson while playing this match of Among Us, which is to never check the cameras. So in the beginning of the match, I spawned in as a crewmate, and everyone on the ship went off to go do their task. I had a pretty clean card swipe, and then I walked into electrical to do my wires with a few other crewmates. It was a pretty good match in the beginning. I got a lot of my tasks done, which I usually never do whenever I play. And then I made my way over to the security cameras to check up on the crewmates. As I was watching the cameras, I saw a random crewmate teleport in front of medbay. He then started to teleport all across my screen. How is he making it to all of these locations? And why was he teleporting in front of the cameras when I was watching? I only saw him in the beginning of the match and in the dropship, and he just randomly appeared. I was watching him do this for the next few minutes. Then I saw him stand still in the admin area, so I made my way over there to see if I could spot him, and when I arrived, he disappeared. I stood there in confusion. Am I just hallucinating right now? This might not even be a real player. I could just be seeing things. I wanted to check the camera and navigation to see if maybe the player was there. And when I got there, I saw the vent close and I saw a dead body. And it was in front of the cameras. That is the part that got me. I reported Lime's body, and I let the crewmates know that I saw someone vent in navigation. A player asked who. I responded with I don't know. It was near a camera. Brown then asked me if the vent randomly opened, and I told him that I saw it close. We all decided to skip and nobody was ejected. I immediately went over to the cameras to see if I could spot this player once again, and when I opened them, I could see the player teleporting once again. So every time I check the cameras, he teleports, but when I get near him, he disappears. He did this for the next few minutes, and I saw him stand still in navigation. So I made my way over there to spot the crewmate. At least I think he was a crewmate. And when I arrived, he was gone. I left the area and searched for an answer. And when I got to storage, I saw Black's body. I let the crewmates know that the body was in storage and that I didn't see anyone. Brown then told me that he was in cameras. And I asked him, did he see anyone? He responded with no. So we were all forced to skip.
If you're a busy lady in Macclesfield who wants to lose 20 pounds in the next 8 weeks, then you'll want to pay attention.
After that meeting, I wanted to check the cameras once again, since the last 2 times a lot of things were happening. And when I checked the cameras, I could see the player once again. And what I was about to witness was something so horrifying. As I was checking the cameras, he eliminated Yellow, and it was near security. I closed the security cameras, and Dole started to eliminate crewmates near me. 3 crewmates were down, and it was just me and Orange trapped in the security room. Me and Orange made a run for it, and Dulles was after us. I tried to press the button in the cafeteria, and it didn't work. I tried to escape the cafeteria and the doors closed. I was then forced to run around the cafeteria just so he wouldn't take me out. The doors finally opened and I made my way through the right side of the map. And as I was running, he eliminated Orange and he won the game. When we all got back into the dropship, I typed in the chat, did anyone else see him teleport? And everyone on the ship said yes. I then told everyone that I only saw him kill in front of cameras. And a lot of other players reported the issue that they couldn't report the body, which was very much true. I couldn't report the bodies either. I then told them that I was trapped with Orange and we tried to run away. But before I could see the response, it was now the next game. And I went over to Dulles and I looked at him for a bit. He wasn't moving, so I went over to do my card swipe, and it was a clean one once again. I was pretty proud of myself. I just followed the same routine that I had last game, but this time I tried to avoid as much task to try to investigate this problem. And when I tried to check the security cameras, I was unable to. Communications was sabotaged. That was the first time that a sabotage was used ever since I encountered Dulles. Communications was fixed, and I went back to the cameras. They were
In a minute, Dad. No, I can't put it on my TV.
Minutes, and Dolus was nowhere to be seen. I gave up and I went to go look for Dolus, and I randomly found him near the camera, which was located in Medbay. He randomly disappeared, but at least I know now that he's still in the match. But what is he up to? I checked the cameras and they were still disabled, but then they were fixed, and I could still not find Dolus. So I thought maybe I should look around the entire map instead of looking at a few locations. So I walked around the entire map in search of this player, and when I walked into Adamant, I could see Lime's body, and it wasn't letting me report. I went back to the cameras, but this time I saw Dolus, and he came from the top of the map and killed Yellow right in front of the cameras, and communication was sabotaged. I went over to Medbay and I saw Yellow's body, and Dolus was nowhere to be found, and I was also as he's moving around the vents. As I was looking for Dolus' body on the top of the cafeteria, there was just bodies everywhere, but none of the crewmates, including myself, could do anything about it. As I was walking into lower engine and walked into electrical, there was 2 bodies in there. It was blue and purple. Now I know why a lot of crewmates always feel